find yourself installing these different apps and you use them for like 2 or 3 seconds and then you realize, this app is not for me, or this app does not do what I needed to do. Let's say you need to create graphics for your website, but you don't know what software to use. Or maybe you want to add music to your videos, but you don't know where to get it from. So in today's video, we are going to talk about it all. I'm Cheri, for those of you who are new here, and in today's video I'm going to be sharing my favorite tools and apps for content creation. So if you are a business owner and you need to create a flyer for a business event, or you are a social media creative, this video is for you. These digital marketing tools, y'all, make content creation so simple. And they are a big contribution to your growth at the same time. So if you want to know how I do things like edit my photos for Instagram and where the heck I get my music from to add to my YouTube videos and how I keep it all organized, you definitely want to stick around to the end of this video. And also, if you leave with some good information, y'all, don't forget to leave me a like. All right, so let's go ahead and get into number one. Number one is Lightroom. Lightroom is a photo editing app. So you can do things like add filters to your pictures, you can rotate them, and use presets, you can crop them out. It's just a photo editing app, but I would say it's a little more detailed than like the photo editing app that's built into your phone. I use Lightroom for my Instagram photos. For example, I don't use presets. I tell y'all that all the time. I'm not a preset person, but I do like my Instagram feed to look cohesive. So what I do is I add the same filter on each photo. So here is a before picture, and then here is an after picture. So this is the same filter that I use each and every time I post a picture on my Instagram feed, except for my quotes. I don't put filters on my quotes, but as far as my regular pictures, I use the Artistic 4 filter each and every time. So Lightroom is my go-to app each and every time I need to edit a photo. All right, so number two would be Epidemic Sound, okay? Epidemic Sound is where you get royalty-free music and sound effects. So if you are thinking about starting a YouTube channel and you don't know where to get your sound effects from, Epidemic is where you want to go. Epidemic has an unlimited amount of music choices that you could use for your Facebook videos, for your IGTVs, for even your Instagram reels if you want to, but I particularly use Epidemic Sound for my YouTube videos. And I'm going to share my screen with y'all and let you know why. Okay, so this is Epidemic Sound. This is the main page when you first log on. Over on the top right hand corner, as you can see, they have music and then they have sound effects. So if you're interested in their sound effects, obviously you just click that, and then they have lots of different options for you to choose from. But like I said, I more so use Epidemic Sound for their music selection. My favorite section would be over here in the left hand corner. You have your featured music, which would fall under the category of now trending, artist releases, ads, promos, and trailers. So this would be your featured sounds and music here. If you were looking for a specific genre of music, they got it all, from hip hop to electronic and dance. If R&B soul is your thing, if you like country, whatever it is you like, y'all, Epidemic Sound has it. And then my favorite tab would be the Moods tab. Depending on the mood and the tone of your video, you may want to search for a certain type of music by the mood. And I tend to use this feature. I tend to use this tab all the time because I want to make sure the music the mood of the music matches the tone and the vibe of my video. So again, this is Epidemic Sound. It's royalty-free music, so you won't get in trouble for it. Epidemic Sound is so easy to use and it offers so many music choices. So if you think this might be something for you, I'll leave a link in the description box below. You can go over to Epidemic Sound. They are offering a free trial right now. Just test it out. Download a couple of songs, throw them on your videos, see if you like it. And if you do, y'all, I promise you, you will not be disappointed. All right, so another one of my favorite tools for content creation would have to go to Canva, okay? Have y'all ever heard of Canva? I feel like everybody knows about Canva. If you have heard about Canva, let me know in the comment section down below. Okay, so Canva is where I go to create all of my graphics. From my YouTube thumbnails to my blog to pretty much anything that I post online, 9 times out of 10, I created it in Canva. And I like Canva because it is the perfect graphic design tool for beginners. So if you have no design experience whatsoever, Canva is where you want to go. And I always say that Canva is perfect for business owners who don't really have a lot of money for, you know, a graphic designer or a website designer, because we all know those can get quite pricey. I recommend that you get on Canva, and again, I'm going to share my screen with y'all and show you why. All right, so this is how Canva looks when you first log on. If you look over to the left column here, you see where you can search for your designs that you've already created, anything that you've shared with someone, brand kit, content planner. To be honest, the only 2 tabs I use on this section are probably all your designs and all your folders. So that's there for your use. Now, if you come over here to the right, you see where you can create a new design. Down here, they have different templates that you can use, and these are kind of based on my history, what I've used already. So yours may look a little different. However, if you want to create a design, they have all types of choices for you to choose from. So let's say you want to create a flyer for your business event. And you remember when I told you that Canva is 100% catered to beginners. So let's say I do own a restaurant and we are about to have a chili cook-off, okay? I don't know how to create a flyer for a chili cook-off. I just go over here and I drag the template, or I click the template, and it will appear over here in the design section. So you don't want to copy. You never want to just copy and use these templates for face, because there are so many other people who have these same templates. So you definitely kind of want to change it up a bit, and I'll show you how. So let's say you're a business owner and the name of your business is Lily's Bar and Grill. So I'm going to change this to Lily's Bar and Grill, okay? And let's say I want to make it bigger. So I'm going to drop down here and let's change it to 28. That's not much bigger. Drop down here and let's change it to 48. Okay, maybe I want to stretch it out so it could all be on one line, and maybe lift it up a bit. Okay, maybe my prices are not $5 to get in. Maybe my price will be $15 to get in. So it's just as simple as just deleting what's there and adding something different. Okay, so let's maybe take away that chili. Let's maybe make this one bigger. Put that there, and maybe let's put this one here, okay? Maybe I want to go over here to the left-hand column where you have your elements and text and anything that you want to add to this template. And let's say I want to add this girl here because she's dancing and she looks like she's having a good time. So maybe I want to put her there, okay? So like I tell you, Canva is perfect. They have this whole drag and drop situation that most of us are familiar with. Canva is a user-friendly tool. It is perfect for beginners. They do have a free version which offers a lot of features, but I do have the paid version. I have the paid version just because I think it is an investment. I use Canva all the time. there were so many features available for me through the free version. I was so excited to see what the paid version would be. And I think it's only like $11 or $12 a month. So y'all check Canva out. All right, so my fourth favorite social media tool would have to go to Tailwind. Tailwind is an essential for me when it comes to growing my blog and or getting views on my YouTube videos. Tailwind is a scheduling tool. I always talk about scheduling content. I actually created a whole video on how I schedule my content for the week. So y'all make sure y'all check that video out. But in addition to that scheduler, I also use Tailwind. So with Tailwind, you can schedule pins to Pinterest. You can schedule pins to Facebook. You can schedule pins to Twitter. I don't really use it for Twitter. Y'all know Twitter is not my thing. Every now and again, I will use it for Facebook, but I mainly use Tailwind for Pinterest. So the idea behind it, without confusing y'all and going too deep into Tailwind and Pinterest, I use Tailwind to schedule pins because the pins from Pinterest drive free, yes, I said that, free traffic to my blog. So ideally, you want to pin, okay? But nobody has time to do that. Well, at least I don't. I don't have time to pin 27 to 30 pins to Pinterest all day. So what Tailwind does is it automates the process and it makes it so much easier. So that way you have no problem in getting your 27 and 30 pins pinned a day. So that is the reason behind Tailwind. And like I say, it's so essential because it runs a lot of free traffic to my blog. And if you follow me on Facebook, if you're friends with me on Facebook, I just shared a post last week and I'll make sure I share it on my screen. And I tell you, for the month of July to August, Pinterest was responsible for bringing the most traffic to my website. So that's why I suggest, if you are a content creator, if you are a website owner, you have a business, or whatever the case may be, if you have any type of online content, especially if it's searchable online content, you want to be using Pinterest. Like, hands down, you want to be using Pinterest. And if you don't know how to create pins, I did create an entire video on how you create pins, so I'll make sure I leave that video here. Y'all check that out, and y'all also check Tailwind out. If you are interested in, signing up for Tailwind, you want to see what that's all about, there is a free version that you can use. I use the free version. So if you use the link that's in the description box below, that link will take you over to Pinterest. That link will take you over to Tailwind, and then there you can go ahead, get your free trial, start it, get going. Just, try it out for a week, y'all. Just try it out. Pin as many pins as you can. And then look at your numbers to see if you notice a change, you notice an increase, whether it be an increase to your website or if it's an increase in your blog traffic. Just try it out, y'all. Again, you will not be disappointed with Tailwind. Okay, so the next one is my personal favorite, and that would be Google Analytics. And to be honest, I could probably create an entire video. Actually, I am going to create an entire video on Google Analytics because Google Analytics is a powerhouse. And I don't want to confuse you. I don't want to give you too much information, but I will say that everything you do online, it means absolutely nothing if you are not tracking your growth. So Google Analytics is basically a tool that compiles all of the information up on your website, and it gives you data on basically how to improve it, how to improve what you're already doing. I love Google Analytics. Like I say, y'all, I will give you a whole video on Google Analytics. I do check, like I'm that person, I check my Google Analytics daily because I want to know, what is working, what blog posts are working for me. I want to know how people are actually getting to my website. Are they coming through Pinterest? Are they coming through Facebook? Are they finding me through YouTube? That type of stuff is important. So that's why I say you should use Google Analytics, learn it, study it. It can be overwhelming. There are a lot of numbers, a lot of percentage, a lot of tables, data, bar graphs, pie charts. It's a lot, I will say, but it's important for your growth. So it's something that eventually you're going to have to learn. And it didn't really come as difficult, I guess, for me, because I like systems, I like numbers, I like data, I like, you know, reconciling information and pulling reports and just doing stuff with that information to, you know, to make my social media presence just expand. And I know that what I'm doing is, you know, currently working, so I'm just excited to see where it will go. But anyways, that was a little tangent, so let me get back to the script. I told y'all, like, if you follow me on Instagram, if you are friends with me on Facebook, you always see that I talk about Google Analytics. I do. I talk about Google Analytics. I talk about Instagram Insights. I'm still trying to get fresh on my YouTube Analytics, but I know the importance of analytics, and I talk about it so much only because I want y'all to understand the importance of it. All right, so up next is Google Drive. Now, if you have a Google account, you have Google Drive. I think a lot of people don't know that that feature is available, but yes, it is free. Google Drive allows you to save large files, whether it be videos, zip files of pictures, or whatever it is that you need to save. It is also good for sharing large files as well. So if you don't really have it in your budget right now, because obviously I would suggest that you use a hard drive, but everybody does not have that in their budget, or you may not have it in your budget to get a memory card. You know, Google Drive is there available for you to use. I use Google Drive, for example, when I'm editing a YouTube video for a client. She may drop her video into Google Drive, and then I go in, I pull the video off, I edit it, and then I put it back into Google Drive, and then therefore she can pull it off. So like I said, if you have a Google account, you do have Google Drive. Check it out. All right, so the last digital marketing tool that I use just about every day would be ConvertKit. So ConvertKit is your email provider or your platform or your carrier, however you want to call it. I used to use MailChimp, but now I use ConvertKit because it's so easier to use. I did an entire video on WordPress plugin. So if you did miss that video, I did talk about ConvertKit in that video, because that is how you keep in touch with pretty much with people who are interested in your content. And nobody broke it down to me like this, but I want to tell y'all the importance of keeping an email list. So I don't know if you remember, but about a month or two ago, Facebook and Instagram both just, I don't know, they just decided, well, we ain't gonna work today. We not working today. You know, I don't know what happened, but those two platforms just decided that they both were not gonna work today. You have people that have monetized these platforms in a way that is their primary income. You know, Facebook and YouTube and Instagram, that is how they make their bread and butter. And there's nothing wrong with that. But what I'm saying is those platforms are not owned by us. Okay, we don't own those platforms. So if those platforms decide to just shut down like they have done in the past, how are you going to reach your audience? Or let me break it down. How are you going to make your money? You won't be able to make your money because you have no way in reaching those people who have already, you know, been proven to show interest in you. So it is important to have an email list, you know, and I took this for granted in the beginning. I'll be honest, my email marketing was not where it should be, and to be honest, it's still not, but I finally know the importance of an email list. So make sure you have a way to capture emails. You know, I'm not sure how you want to do it. If you want to use ConvertKit, again, this is another free digital marketing tool. Head on over there and sign up and start capturing those emails. All right, so that's it. I just wanted to share with y'all a few basic digital marketing tools that I use just about every day. Wait, actually, I'm lying. Not just about every day. I use them every day. And of course, there are so many other digital marketing tools that are out there that you can use. I just wanted to share my favorite ones with you. So let me know in the comment section down below, what are your favorite digital marketing tools? Tell me, what are those apps that you just have to use in order to manage your business, or you have to use in order to create the best content that you can create? Let me know what those are down below. You You just gotta learn which social media tools work for you, because at the end of the day, we all have different goals. We all have different audiences. And to be honest, we all have different budgets. So what works for me may not work for you, or what does work for me could very well solve a lot of your problems. So I hope you found this video to be useful. If you did, if you came here looking for something and you feel like you are leaving with it, y'all give me a thumbs up, because that just lets me know that I'm doing something right. It lets me know that I've done my job for today, okay? Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel for more videos like this. I do have a lot of good videos on my calendar for this month, so I'm so excited to get those out there for y'all. Come on over and join my Instagram fam. Come say hey, drop your favorite emoji under one of my pictures, send me a message. Let me know that you saw this YouTube video and now you are over on Instagram. And until next time, I will catch y'all in the next video. Bye-bye.